More than 800 crewmen right now are on site in the field working to get power restored across rural Virginia. But as of 9 this morning, 19,800 people are still in the dark. And some people that we spoke to say this effort should have happened sooner. After 7 long days,
today would have been a week.
The lights are finally back on for Matoaca resident Kelly Spinos.
So this morning, a bunch of crews from North Carolina showed up, and they literally took an hour, and the power is back on. It doesn't feel real.
She's one of more than 20,000 Southside Electric Cooperative customers in rural Virginia communities to be without power 1 week after the storm. But Saturday morning, crews showed up in force.
All right, I'm at Company 13 on River Road.
Southside Electric Cooperative announced 825 crewmen would be working on outages Saturday, including cooperative mutual aid and contract crews, as well as Dominion Energy.
These are the heroes right now in our community that are going to restore power.
On Friday, Chesterfield Supervisor Kevin CARROLL called for more crews to assist SEC in the restoration efforts. Saturday morning, he says he's pleased to see those efforts unfold.
I just want to let people know that there is hope on the way, that there are people here working hard.
Meanwhile, thousands still remain without power.
When I went home the other day, my temperature in my house has dropped down to 30-some degrees.
CHARMAINE Taylor has 5 children, including a newborn. It's now been 8 days since they first lost power in their Broadnex home.
I hope nobody has to experience what we're currently going through. I've never been 8 days without power. I've never.
This power line still down on her street. She says a cluster of her neighbors have had their power restored, but most are still in the dark. And going from one hotel to the next, Taylor says she's spending money she never expected to.
And then what makes it so bad, they still day 8, they still can't provide us a restoration time. So we're just like hoping every day.
And many, like Taylor, have expressed frustration and concern over why certain locations or homes will get their power restored while others will remain without power and in the dark. I did speak with SEC's Director of Member Services, Timothy Kreis, and he tells me that 2 homes could be right next to each other, but they could be on different lines. As for how they decide which lines to restore power to first, he says that they typically, if they can access them, they will prioritize the main lines that are impacting the most people. That is their first priority. But he says it's difficult to pinpoint an exact timeline of restoration for individual homes. Right now, SEC expects to have 90% of their territory's power back up and running by Thursday, and then the following 10% they expect to have back up by Sunday, the 28th. But they do say that with this influx of workers coming in today, that timeline could be moved up and power could be restored sooner. For now, working for you in Powhatan, I'm Shannon Lilly, CBS 6 News.